The next question is, if you witnessed somebody being run over or an accident involving a senior citizen while you're walking down the street, what would you do? I really don't know what the person that asked me this wanted to get out of this question, but I tend to think that I would try to help in the best way that I can. I know that I am not a very hands-on kind of person, especially in a stressful situation like that. If the person were to be run over in front of me, I would at least try to contact the police or an ambulance, or I would try to see in what way I can help them. Personally, I would be afraid of hurting them, mainly because they're old, and I don't know if they would have any injuries or broken bones or something. So I would be afraid of doing actually helping them, picking them up or something. So I would prefer to just, I don't know, aid them by calling the paramedics and seeing what else I can be of help for them. So that would be the answer to that. The next question is, who is someone who drastically changed your perspective or values? And for those of you who have some time knowing me, you'll pretty much figure this out. I would have to say that it's been my grandparents. Both of them come from very strong backgrounds. They've been very hardworking since they were very young. They are the people that I've learned the most from throughout my whole life. They've known me since I was born. And growing up with them actually gave me a lot of experiences, with them. My values, taking care of my stuff, being responsible, being on time, making sure that I am the best person that I can be. I owe all those values to my grandparents. Unfortunately, my grandpa is no longer with me. He passed away in 2008. But to this day, my grandma is still my biggest source of inspiration for values, for morals. She is a very, very giving person. She devotes herself entirely to her house, to her family, and she's always been there as a support for all of us. So I think that is the most valuable person that I have currently. And together, she and my grandpa, they always did their best, for to take care of their children, to provide for them. And then when we came along, the grandchildren and everybody else, they always still strived to be a good example for us to follow. So I'm very thankful for them, and both of them are the people that have changed my values in a dramatic way. I wouldn't be who I am right now if it wasn't for them. The next question is, of all the different types of relationships there are, monogamous relationships, polygamy, open relationships, which are the ones, or which is the one that you think can work the best? This is really not an answer that I can give that will be like a blanket answer for everybody. I do think that there are three things in every relationship that are essential. Number one is communication. If there's no communication, things will not go the way that each of the people involved expect them to go. Love, of course. If there's no love, then there is nothing there. And the third one is respect. If people respect themselves, if they respect their points of view and their opinions, they can work wonders. And with this, I want to say that any kind of relationship can work. If it's two people, if it's three people, if it's five people, as long as all of them are in the same channel, then, whatever rocks their boat. I think that as long as there's those three things involved in any relationship, communication, love, and respect, anything can work out, as long as people are, committed to it. So that's it. The next question was actually sent to me in Spanish. I am going to back out of trying to translate this word, so I'm just going to read it in Spanish. Me preguntaron por qué eres tan malinchista. Yo no sé qué se refieren con malinchista. Yo la verdad, la opción de venirme a vivir acá a El Paso, pues fue porque, primero que nada, mi mamá me tuvo acá. Yo nací en El Paso y pues soy ciudadano americano. Después de terminar mis estudios en UTEP, yo conseguí un trabajo aquí, trabajando para El Paso, para el Colegio de la Comunidad del Paso. Y pues se me hizo más fácil venirme a vivir para acá. Yo no me considero malinchista, no sé a qué se refiere en la pregunta específicamente, pero yo siempre he sido muy orgulloso de ser mexicano. Yo soy de descendencia mexicana. Me parece que la cultura de México es muy, muy rica en tradiciones, en historia, en comida, muchas cosas que yo no considero ser malinchista, porque yo aún viviendo acá, yo mantengo el uso de mi lenguaje. Yo no nada más hablo en inglés, yo también me expreso en español, porque pues sigo en contacto con gente que también es de mi nacionalidad. En realidad en El Paso no hay mucho motivo para ser malinchista, pero desafortunadamente sí se da uno cuenta, ya estando acá de este lado, de ciertas cositas que como mexicanos sí podemos mejorar en muchos aspectos, ¿no? Pero sin embargo, a pesar de que haya crítica, siempre trato de, al menos en mi persona, reflejar que no todos los mexicanos son como nos pintan, y pues yo soy muy orgullosamente mexicano, y pues eso no es algo que yo no tengo la necesidad de negar o de ocultar, ¿verdad? Así que pues no creo que sea malinchista, no sé si lo tomaron de mala manera o cómo, pero en realidad yo estoy muy orgulloso de donde estoy, de ser mexicano, y pues de vivir en los Estados Unidos, porque realmente se me han abierto muchas puertas aquí, gracias a mis estudios, las facilidades que se me presentaron para estudiar acá, así que pues esa es la respuesta a esa pregunta. Y la última pregunta, esta pregunta es muy en específico, es una pregunta muy personal, ¿por qué me amas? Y yo sé que la persona que me preguntó va a saber inmediatamente quién es. Te amo porque hemos compartido muchas cosas juntos, tenemos una amistad que ha sido ya, puedo decir, de toda la vida. Eres una de las personas que más cercano siento su apoyo, su amistad, su cariño, su comprensión. Hemos pasado por muchas cosas, buenas y malas, tristes, alegres, y yo creo que esa es la prueba que hemos pasado, ¿no? La prueba del tiempo, la prueba de las situaciones, que a pesar de tanto tiempo seguimos como si no hubiera pasado el tiempo, seguimos siendo los mismos locos de siempre, riéndonos de las cosas horribles que le pasan a los demás. Así que esa es la razón por la que te amo. Eres parte de mi vida y lo vas a seguir siendo por siempre, ¿ok? Y esa es la respuesta final, ¿sí? Espero que les haya gustado. Esta es mi despedida en español. Espero que les hayan gustado estas respuestas. Si al ver este video se les ocurren más preguntas, por favor háganmelas llegar y hacemos un segundo video. For all my English speaking friends, these have been my answers. I hope you liked them. If you have any other questions, if this video prompted any more questions from you, please send them to me. I would be more than happy to work on a second video. And speaking of that, you saw that this cocktail kind of diminished towards the end. I'll give you the recipe. It's a cherry vodka sour, and I'll give you the recipe right now. So until next time, take care of you guys. I love you all, and don't forget to cultivate your style. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Okay, so let's get started with the recipe. This is a recipe that we tried last weekend at a local bar, and here are the ingredients. You just need regular vodka, sweet and sour mix, and a dash of grenadine syrup. All of these ingredients are available everywhere and easy to obtain, so let's go ahead and get started. First of all, you take your cocktail glass and you gather your ingredients, and you pour 1 part of vodka into the cocktail glass. Preferably you want everything to be nice and chilled so that it's cold when you drink it. And then you open your bottle, like you see I'm struggling with here, and pour another part of sweet and sour mix. And it's light. As you can see, we're trying to watch our figures, our shapes. And you pour it into the cocktail glass. And then you take your grenadine syrup, about a tablespoon for sweetness and for color. This is a cherry vodka sour, so it needs to be nice and red. You pour it in. And finally, a maraschino cherry. This is just for an extra touch of sweetness. And there you have it. That's the cherry vodka sour cocktail. I hope you guys are able to make it and enjoy one. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care and bye-bye.